Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, TikTok. It is Spencer here. Spencer here with Grow Like Nature. And today today I'm going to recycle some soil because you don't necessarily always have to purchase new soil when you're starting new plants. So I have these 4 pots here from my auto pot system that I was growing some basil. I had wheatgrass, and there was a cover crop that I was growing in here just to keep the soil active. And now I am going to recycle this soil. So by recycle the soil, what do I mean? I'm going to reuse it, but I'm also going to re-amend it. And by re-amending it, I mean adding some additional nutrients to it. I got my Grow Like Nature veg and my Grow Like Nature flower nutrients. I've got some Grow Like Nature super soil that I've been mixing up for quite some time. Not even mixing up for quite some time, but let me show you. That's the Grow Like Nature super soil right there. What is in there? Regular topsoil, Kellogg's, bag soil, black cow manure, and also Grow Like Nature veg and flower ingredients. And that's what the flower ingredients looks like. It is high in phosphorus and potassium. And then you've got the veg version, which is higher in nitrogen. The veg version is good for new leafy greens, producing new leaves. And the veg version is high in nitrogen, and the flower version is higher in phosphorus and potassium. So okay, and also I'm playing with this new tripod. It follows me as I go. So if I hold up the stop sign, put my hands up, it does that. It'll stop following me. But if I hold up okay, it starts following me again. How about that? So it's like I have a personal cameraman with me. I really like that. So that's pretty cool. And actually, I got this off of the TikTok shop. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't that expensive. So again, I am recycling soil. Why? Because in nature, you don't get new soil. And the soil, it just keeps getting reused. You just add new amendments to it. Similar to how when the leaves fall from the trees, they decompose, puts organic matter back into the ground, into the soil. We're going to do the same things here. This was pokeweed right here. So I'm just going to take this out. I don't need it in there. And I'm just going to simply dump this soil out. I'm going to add some Grow Like Nature nutrients to it. I am then going to add some worm castings to it, and also some of the supercharged soil that's already been mixed up. And we'll go from there. And then I'll put these back inside. If you didn't know, I am in Atlanta, Georgia, Zone 8A. And today it is a beautiful 60+ degree day. So instead of me taking the time to waste all this soil inside and have to clean up inside. I said, you know what? It's nice out. Let me go on outside and take care of this. I also had oral surgery yesterday. That might be TMI, but had oral surgery yesterday dealing with something called periodontitis, and going through the process of getting that fixed. So I had 3 teeth on my bottom left side pulled yesterday. My wisdom tooth was perpendicular to the other teeth. So the periodontist had to, shouts out to Dr. Statiker and his team, they did a great job. But my periodontist had to, it's like, had to spread my jaw a little bit, y'all. That joint hurt like a mug. I ain't even gonna front about it or act like it doesn't hurt, because it did. He was pulling on some stuff where the numbing medication did not get to. But even though I was scared, I still had to get it done, because I do not want to be walking around with a yuck mouth, because that is not cool at all. So I'm in a little bit of pain. I'm going to go inside after I do this, holler at them good old perks that they gave me, and chill out for the rest of the night. But before that, I just wanted to knock this out so that I can go ahead, plant some more plants, up pot them, so that I can get ready to have some seedlings to sell for the Food Well Alliance here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to have another booth. Oh, it's following me, damn. I'm going to have another booth this year. Well, not this year, but February 14th, 2026. I'm going to have a booth at the Food Well Alliance representing Grow Like Nature. And come by. That's in Atlanta, Georgia, Zone 8A. Right over there, Bankhead and Lowry area, or Bankhead and Ashby area. If you're from old school Atlanta, if you're from new Atlanta, it is Lowry and Hollowell Parkway area. Right over there by the Rice Street Jail. So pull up. I'll be there all day on February 14th, 2026. But in the meantime, in between time, I am just breaking up these old root balls. Yeah, just breaking up these old root balls. This is excellent soil. You all, I've been using and recycling some of the same soil for about 5, maybe 6 years now. I always keep adding to it, and it just keeps getting richer and richer, packed with nutrients. It's full of aeration. They got stones, clay pellets, perlite in here. I try to stay away from perlite because perlite ultimately will float to the top of your pots, or at least that's what they say it does. I haven't really noticed that yet, but you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in some more of the Grow Like Nature super soil. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. Add some Grow Like Nature. I'm going to add some flour, the all-purpose flour, because there's enough nitrogen, or the veg version, in here already. That basil smells good. Look at that root system for the basil. I'll probably just go ahead and plant this again. Put it right back in the pot so it can continue to grow. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on this Saturday afternoon. I really like this new tripod that I have. But yeah, I'm gonna save this actually, and I'm gonna replant this right back in one of the pots, and we're gonna let this basil just keep growing. So that's that. So first things first, I am going to actually I'm gonna add some all-purpose veg because this soil has been depleted. That's the veg. And then once I take these plants back in these pots back inside, what I'm going to do next is I'll top dress them with some worm castings or worm excrement. There's a video in my timeline about the importance of worm castings, and probably, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow, I will show you how I produce worm castings. And go ahead and make another worm bed. So I just took a couple shovels full of the already supercharged Grow Like Nature soil. I'm going to go turn on this water hose, sprinkle it with a little bit of water. That gets all the nutrients and the microbial life activated. We're not going to soak it. Just want to get it a little moist. I'm going to mix it up like that. And this is pretty much as close as I can get it to actual soil that's outside. This soil has never been outside. And I don't recommend taking soil from outside and putting it inside your house because you might end up with some creepy crawlies in your home. And who wants that? Unless you're used to having creepy crawlies in your home. I am not. So I try to keep my inside soil inside and my outside soil outside. So again, I'm going to mix this up just a little more. I'm just going to kind of go around and turn this soil over. And then I will go ahead and start refilling the pots. I'll then rinse them down. And from there, I'll put them back inside, put them in the grow tent, and decide what I want to plant inside of them. These pots are part of the auto pot system. They're about 4 gallons. They hold about a 4-gallon capacity. And it's a self-watering, gravity-fed or not gravity fed, but gravity activated. There's a reservoir that connects to the holders for these. The reservoir sits above it, and that water goes through a tube and fills the pots up and allows the plants to drink as they get thirsty. There we go. And I'm not going to fill them all the way up because throughout the growth cycle, I'm going to replenish and top dress them, adding more soil, more worm casting. So you want to leave room for that. So you want to leave about 1 inch there. So yeah, that's that. Again, I'm out here by myself. So if you are asking questions in the feed, trust I will get to them, but I just can't answer them right now. But know that I do appreciate everybody that is listening and watching, tuning in. And even though I just had that oral surgery yesterday, part 2, still have to go back to do part 3. I'm feeling it. My jaw's hurting. I think I'm doing a little too much, but we're going to finish this and get this done. And again, remember everyone, the 3 keys to gardening success are setup, timing, and consistency. Right now, I am in the setup phase because I am resetting these pots so they can receive some seeds or seedlings and they can get to growing, which is what plants do. If you think you have a brown thumb, if you think you kill everything that comes your way, I can show you how to grow, how to get that thumb green. Remember, there are no failures in gardening. There are only experiments. If you have any questions, you can shoot me a DM. You can email me at Spencer@growlikenature and the number 1. Again, that's Spencer, SPENCER at growlikenature, GROWLIKENATURE and the number 1. That's my email. Grow Like Nature and the number 1 on Instagram. Grow Like Nature and the number 1 on YouTube, which is where this live video will be posted. After I am done. And boom, we're done. Just like that. So, yep, that is that. I'm gonna put these pots. Man, I'm so glad I decided to do this outside. I don't have to worry about messing up my living room. Well, not really messing up, but not worrying about having to clean up. And I'm just gonna plant this basil right back in here. And it will continue to grow and do what I needed to do. So now I'm just going to put this soil back in this container here. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna lay this back out so it can dry out here. There we go. So I'm just gonna leave the tarp out. We're not supposed to get any rain here in Atlanta tonight. So I'll let this dry out, and then I'll fold it and put it in my shed tomorrow. And that is that. Let's stop it from moving. Okay. I don't think it's stopping, but we're just gonna turn it off. There we go. And while we're out here, since I am done, that's the super soil. Gonna take that back inside. Here's the pot where I put the basil back in. We've got that right there. 2, 3, and 4. What would you guys like to see me planting these? Drop some things, drop some comments in there. And right now, what we are going to do is I'm going to show you what I got growing on right now. What I have growing. Tam Rock, I see you. So, planted these items on this bed. A little over a month or two ago, we've got garlic. Never mind the marigolds. They once we had that first frost, they were done. But I've got garlic. There's some parsley behind the garlic right there. More garlic. That'll be ready to harvest in the summer, early summer. But right now you can use this garlic. You can use green garlic. If you pull a leaf off of it, it smells just like garlic. Here are some, oh, that's something that should not be here. I don't know what that is, but I know it shouldn't be here. But these are carrots. I probably should thin them out. I started to thin them out today, but that was just too tedious, y'all. And I did not want to continue to do that, so I didn't. I've got some arugula starting right here. Some more arugula. Garlic back there. We've got collards. And I have pulled from them once already. I made some spaghetti, and instead of using spinach or kale, I came out here and used collard greens. We got more carrots. I have 10 types of carrots planted out here, y'all. White carrots, red carrots, yellow carrots, short carrots, long carrots, Kwanzaa carrots, Christmas carrots, all type of carrots. And then here we have some kale. It's looking really good and healthy. And some parsley right there. We've got more garlic. You see these little holes? Those are the squirrels or birds looking for seeds or nuts. There's nothing I can really do about that, so yeah. More garlic, more parsley. Oh, we got some radishes. These are starting to look good. Looks like something tried to eat that one. Way to go. But my radishes are doing pretty well. How do you all prepare radishes? I have no idea what to do with them. I know when I go to the Korean barbecue spot, they give you pickled radishes. One of my close friends, she loves pickled radishes. I do not. But I did plant some dill. So that's there. Shout out to everybody joining. Radish kimchi is what Tamrock said. Okay, Tammy, I will save these radishes for you. Yes, I will. These are mustard greens right here. We got more carrots. More garlic, more kale, more collards back there. I think, yeah, these are mustards here. Parsley back there. We got some more garlic here. Keep coming down. I think these are turnips in the front. I forget. I have to look at my map. The turnips at the front. These are all turnip leaves in the back. Turnip greens. And there's some radishes. There's some more. Looks like we're going to have a lot of kimchi, radish kimchi. Or kimchi, I don't know. Whatever Tammy said. This looks like a beet. More radishes. More radishes. Carrots. Garlic. I think these are turnips and mustards. More collards. More collards. More kale. More kale. This is my first time in my 4 years being at this property. This is my first time. This is my first time using this bed here. And everything is doing what it needs to do and what it should do. As you can see, this bed has become overgrown, but my lavender is doing really, man, I forgot all about this lavender here, but man, I wish you guys could smell it. It smells really good. It's lavender there. There was some basil here. I need to collect these leaves. That's basil. Got to get this all cleaned up. But right now, I'm just going to let the soil rest with the mulch layer of leaves on top of it. I'll blow the rest of these leaves over here to keep the soil mulch down. Here we've got some thyme, some silver thyme, and oh, this is lemon thyme right here. Some more lemon thyme. Yes, it does smell lemony. Growing in here was marshmallow, so I'm going to pull that out so I can get the roots, dry them and ground them up, add them to my apothecary. Here's some Italian, or I don't know what kind of parsley it is, don't give me the line, but some more parsley. And this is all just left over from the previous growing season. Dandelion, most people think dandelions are weeds, but dandelion is actually good for you. It's edible. Dandelion roots go deep down into the soil, and they're called miners, meaning they dig deep into the soil and pull the nutrients up to the surface so other plants can use them. What's this right here? Oh, this is hyssop, planted December 10th last year, still growing. It's died back a little bit, but it'll come back. This was basil and tomatoes. Got some tomatoes there. I'm just going to leave them and let them fall down, and then the seeds will pop back up in the spring. And that is how you get volunteer tomatoes. Oh, we got a peri pepper left. How about that? I got to get out here and clean up. This was a bed where I had garlic last year. These three. And actually built these out of old pallets. Shouts out to everybody that is joining. I am Spencer with Grow Like Nature, where we teach people how to grow fruits, veggies, medicinal, and culinary herbs using natural, non-toxic ingredients and practices. This is lemon balm, still going strong. Oh, wow, I got some cayennes that I need to come out here and pull. How about that? Shouts out to that. I'm excited. I didn't even know I forgot this stuff was back here. You see another tomato fell, so that'll be a volunteer in the spring. Got to come back and pull those. There's another one. And I did have bergamot somewhere in here, but it didn't do well. It's gone now that the frost has hit. But as you can see, the lemon balm is still growing strong. What's up, TJ? So that's what we got going on right there. It's just junk in this greenhouse. It's more so storage, not active. And this was a bed where last winter I had kale, collards, and mustard, and some onions. It looks like some onion. Oh, wow. Wow, y'all, look at this. I found an onion. How about that? How about that? Forgot these were even over here. There's another one. Oh, wow. Pulled up 2 onions. And man, are they fragrant. Some more in there. I'll come back and check those out. These collards. Some more in there. I'll come back and check those out. These collards have been growing since last year. They made it through last winter, spring, and summer, and they are still going. So we're just going to let them keep going. Just going to let them keep going. Spring and summer, and they are still going. So we're just going to let them keep going. Just going to let them keep going. And that'll be that. These are yellow onions, I think. That's a small one. I'm going to let that one keep going, though. But Came out here, got some yellow onions. Some yellow onions. I'm gonna let these continue to ripen on the vine out here. I'll come check them out in a couple days when they're all the way red. You know, actually, I'm gonna pull these now. The way red. You know, actually, I'm gonna pull these now because I will forget. Because I didn't even know these were back here. How about that? Oh, here's another one. So how about that? An impromptu harvest. Onions, cayenne peppers. I got lemon balm out here. I'll probably come pull this and put them in my dehydrator. This lemon balm and that lemon balm right down there. Put them in my dehydrator, grind them up, and I'll use that to make lemon balm tea. That's my hydrangea plant. She's dead. I know some people might say, man, you should go ahead and prune it, but you don't prune hydrangeas until the spring when they start to show the new growth. And once they show the new growth, then you cut the dead branches off. So that's how you do that. And because we're in a little bit of a heat wave, you can see, or maybe you can't, a little bit of new growth. I don't know how to get that focused. There we go. A little bit of new growth right there. So I'll come back and check that out a little later. By later, I mean in a month or a few weeks. This is where I had my beans. Still got some garlic growing. And you could tell the difference between garlic and onions. Garlic has a flat leaf. Onions have round leaves. So that's a way to tell the difference between those. I got to come through and clean this area up. This was my string trellis, and I had tomatoes and beans growing up these earlier this year. And this is somewhat of the medicinal garden. It's gonna bounce back. But they got some sorrel right there. Right there. Mealy sage. I've got wormwood right here. Yarrow right here. Bergamot. It looks terrible right now, but I will come back and fix it. Here's some garlic. Well, not garlic. These are wild onions that I got from my man Lilo Jones here in Atlanta, Georgia. And this was mugwort. It is no longer, but I'm gonna cut it back, and it'll come back in the spring. Over here was peppermint. It's all gone, and Betony, Betony. This is Betony. Betony is really good for curing migraine headaches. So that's that. Just a little tour of the Grow Like Nature garden. And I'm going to fill this bed finally this year. And we'll be growing here as well. So let's see, how do I... So I hope you all have enjoyed hanging out with me today. What did I do? We recycled soil, which is the first part, the first key to the 3 keys to gardening success: setup, timing, and consistency. Setup. Ensure that I had a good soil, good ingredients, a good foundation that will supply henceforth. I did thin some carrots out earlier today, so I might make some mashed potatoes and chop up those carrot greens, or maybe even saute them up. You can use them as parsley. and chop up those carrot greens, or maybe even saute them up. You can use them as parsley. You can saute them up and eat them fresh. They're good for you. Carrot tops are edible. We recycle the soil. You do not have to buy a new soil every time. We recycle the soil. You do not have to buy a new soil every time you replant. You just re-amend it. Mother Nature doesn't go out and buy new soil. She just re-amends using the fallen trees. They fall down. They then decompose and add those nutrients and organic matter back into the soil. And, uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. All right, there we go. Let's flip this camera around. Boom, there I am. So, again, we recycled the soil. I did some impromptu harvesting. Gave you a tour of the beds behind me. We got collards, kale, radishes for our radish kimchi, and garlic growing. Harvested some yellow onions and some cayenne peppers. Took a brief look at the medicinal garden. I had some oral surgery yesterday. My jaw is hurting. I'm going to go in and take some of this medicine and get something to eat. But in the meantime, in between time, I want you all to grow intentionally, grow abundantly, but most importantly, grow like nature with, grow like nature. This is Spencer signing off. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop me a DM, a message, or you can email me at spencer@growlikenature and the number one.com. You all have a great day.